I do kind of hope that was caught on recording. I just like to apologize for that noise. I may have choked on a little bit of mucus. Or a lot of bit of cock. Woo! I'll be going now. See you guys later. Thank you for watching the stream. Hey, Pathfinder, did you want to load? There we go. So, if you remember, last time we had actually managed to make it into the ineluctable prison. I always thought it was ineludible. I don't know what ineludible would mean. Same rate I don't know what ineluctable means, but basically, we're in Baphomet's domain. And if you don't know who Baphomet is, imagine a man. Imagine if you were a man. But instead of a man head, he's got a little goat head. And little goat hands. But they're like regular people hands with fur, because he's a furry. And then you kind of got the idea of what Baphomet looks like. So the whole thing is like, he kidnapped our friend, the Inheritor. And, is this really just a double backtrack? Did I just double backtrack? But, he's kidnapped our angel friend, who was, had his heart ripped out. Nice trap. Heart ripped out by, it wasn't, oh, there's loot down there. Who the fuck is Galu? Who the fuck is Galu? Yeah, so it's actually, that's what Batman looks like. He's, we actually had to fight him once. We killed him. And now if we have him kill him again, he will be dead forever. But, he's kind of stuck in gay baby jail for a year. And this is his prison that, Asmodeus put him in, and we're here just... Oh! That's important, we need that. Did I quick save it? I'll do it again. Because, I imagine that's, our good friend's heart. Let's get one of those. You move 5 feet forward and take... I didn't really think he'd be killing anybody this turn, to be honest. Land's nice and all, but now that we have, actually we'll do it from the purification because there's so many of them. She didn't affect more, but we did though. Simply business. I will resist. Yeah. Our Shule is apparently infinitely better. And she's my girlfriend. No, I mean, kind of, but it's just a meme. It's just a meme, I swear. Do not hold back. Okay, that could have been worse. You won't survive me. Of course, he then targeted some random guy instead of the guy with the lowest amount of health, who happened to be going next, which would have been a great target. He tripped. I don't think that's a good idea. I remember I moved it down there now. Just launch a fireball into them. The idea is to possibly, who's this guy? It's on the floor? No, he's this one. Yeah, I was trying to see if we can knock somebody out of the, It doesn't work? How weird. The point was to, hopefully knock somebody out of the turn order. We might have, I'm not sure.
Surrender or else.
It's okay, Ember, you tried. Ember tried. We love Ember for who she is. She's a nice girl. She's like the party's child. She's that cutesy little child character who's just too pure for the world. Every D&D game has one, and this one is Ember. Okay. This amulet grants us where a 30-foot arrow that can be activated, granting the house. Okay, well, that's good. We found his heart, and that's probably an important part of saving him, considering that he needs that heart. Should you wish to be granted Baphomet's blessing, conducting this ritual that honors the deeds of the Lord of the Minotaurs. First, prepare a hollow skull of a bull and a sacrificial drink to be imbibed before the ritual. Your best choice would be filling a cup with fresh blood from a jugular vein of a being who died in agony, consuming his nectar immediately. Once in a place where you won't be disturbed, be still, bound in the chains of contemplation, in honor of Baphomet, who likewise awaited the coming of his hour within the ivory labyrinth. Remain motionless for half a hundred and another 5 minutes. What? To match the number of unholy curses Baphomet sent upon Asmodeus during the time of his imprisonment. Then it's like a fucking it's just a really weird ritual. Then bring your face close to the skull and whisper into its bowels 100 epiphanies and observations that came upon you. By the example of Baphomet, who found his path to freedom through attention to the smallest of details. If you perform the ritual precisely as described, thus proving yourself in the name of Baphomet, the demon's lord's favor will be bestowed upon you. No mazes will mislead you, and your mind will become stronger than against confusion and madness. Sounds like a lot of fucking effort. For what is ultimately a fairly mediocre reward. Apparently we learned something from this. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's like, this means you should read this. That's my takeaway from it. Also, apparently I learned something new from that reading of the book, but not from before. It's just, I don't know if like that affects like, if that is like a you now have a dialogue option kind of thing. Right, that's what I take it as. Like, oh yes, you've read something that can affect the game. This is important because reading is power. Knowledge is power. Because what is it? A reading rainbow? Question mark. I love the boulders. I don't know why they're in the game. Genuinely, I don't understand. Dinosaur, what are you doing over there? Who's in here?
Let us not hesitate.
Oh, okay. It's not even alive. I guess. American Tome so ancient. Demo down. This is weird. Which fucking bedroom did we stumble into? That goes beyond your capability, so daring when you succeed, your dying foes will be shaken and humiliated. Remember the Lord Baphomet is unafraid of challenging one who is not simply his equal, but a god, the curse of Asmodeus, whose staff our master wanted to steal for his beloved Lamastu. Caught by the devil and betrayed by his beloved mistress, Baphomet was thrown into a maze. I wonder if he made up with Lamastu. Like, you know, he's like, it was like a fling. Cover the devil, hell boasted, not even the first of the Minotaurs could hope to find their way out. But our master was not... Is he really a Minotaur? Is he a bull or a goat? I thought... Well... I guess it could be a bull's head. I mean, it kind of looks more like a goat to me, but, you know. Maybe I'm not familiar with big goats. The pigs. Bulls. Bulls. I'm not familiar with bulls. Henry Brandon's forehead back, hard burning with vengeance. Baphomet disgraced Asmodeus, escaping the ladder, taking it with him as well, and then mockery of the gods who pride in the bull's tail. I like the idea that we're just insulting him by calling him a goat. Risk everything, never break, and trample anyone intended to trample you. Server Master Wells, that is bad was already good number. This is I don't understand what exactly we're learning from this book. this seems like all like information we had previously, and maybe sin magic made by a guy whose name was Sin, right? Because the X in Chinese is pronounced. Oh, the X in Chinese, X is pronounced as like an S. I also like how now that there we go. It's on the way now. Anyway, nope. Ooh, that means that book is holy. Which means if we didn't get too much book are hopelessly ruined. Don't read Howard. Yeah. Okay. So that's a place we can come back and clear some corruption if we need to. A guy named Alderdash. I'll take that. Hey, Alderpash. Good to see ya, buddy. Everybody knows good old Alderpash. Elven... Elven... Slave butler? The room you're in looks more clean, more like a palace than a prison. Every part of it is impeccably clean, despite the fact that the cell's inhabitant has been dead for millennia. The words coming out of the dead man's mouth catch you off guard. Oh, he is dead. Okay, he's an enslaved, like he's a... Look at like fire coming out of his eyes. Look at that. His eyes are like burning. Why, hello there, my dear. I've been waiting and waiting, wondering what my guest was up to and why he hadn't shown up yet. Don't be shy. Have a seat. Eat to your heart's content. When you're someone important, you don't talk business standing up now, do you? And we do indeed have business to discuss. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Alderpash, Rune Lord of Wrath, a destroyer and a conqueror, the great tyrant of Bakurakan. Doesn't ring a bell? I understand. Many millennia have passed, and all of them have spent in this prison as Baphomet's captive. It's been a while since I've strolled around Golarion. My heart was still beating back then. It wasn't until after that I... Oh, that's cool. It wasn't until after that I became a lich. Wasn't fond of the idea of dying a prisoner here, you see. Well, that's all beside the point. The guards tipped me off that you had barged into this prison, and I thought fate might bring you to my doorstep. I've been expecting you since. A marvelous find! I've long been looking for a sufficiently old but sentient undead specimen to test my theory about the onset of post-mortem senility. Yoo-hoo, Mr. Mummy! We're going to run a few cognitive tests. I will say a word. The rest of Nenio's monologue is drowned out by Alderpash's creaking laughter. Trust me, young lady, I'm in no danger of going senile, but I like you. You remind me of an acquaintance of mine. It's been such a long, long time. She was good, both at work and... but this is no time to reminisce. And even less so for experiments. Rumors about you have been going around the abyss for a while now. Rumors fly free, you see. Can't snare 'em, can't cage 'em. Even down here in the deepest dungeons, a tale flies by every now and again about the time you took a Dresden from the demons, or the time a goddess and a demon came to coax you to their side. I've long since wanted to see you for myself and take your measure. Feel dead eyes fix their gaze on you. My, you're not quite as Lanty material, are you? The human race was quite truly withered since our time. Unsurprising, it has been 1,000 years after all. But since you have all these accomplishments, humankind must have not have degraded completely just yet. Lost continuation. I thought the Aslants were a and revolution called down the meteor striking Earthfall, sinking the entire condemned Galarian to the Age of Darkness. Now, trying of islands and tolls. By all means, I see no reason to tell you. I've got some impressive stories to tell. I was a great tyrant in life. The good folk were scared witless of me, and in death, as you can see now, my power is nothing to sniff at. I can do my explorations on magic, the kind that generations knew nothing about. Go ahead, my dear, ask away. He gives you a benevolent smile. He smirks shyly. What a curious question. And what, pray tell, do you tend... I saw the question. I thought I'd ask it. Do you need this knowledge for, my dear? Methinks you shouldn't be troubling that clever young head of yours with secrets like this. Let's say you find out where it is. Then what? Let's say you destroy it. But why would you? We're not enemies. We're allies. Besides, you couldn't find it if you tried. I'm no buffoon. My phylactery is hidden, safe, far from here. His soft, harmless smile could have fooled many. But you noticed his hand twitching as soon as you mentioned the phylactery. Oh, my dear, I've been keeping busy with all sorts of things over the centuries. I bet you youngsters haven't even heard a whisper about our magic of sin. When Baphomet locked me out in here, he wrapped me up in his spell good and tight. The enchantment was so powerful, it bound my soul to this very cell. Things I've attempted to circumvent his handiwork, conjuring golems to spread my power beyond the walls of this prison, moving my conscience to other bodies. So many minds obliterated in that particular effort, and all for naught. When I grew desperate, I whipped up some fanciful undead, just to vex Baphomet and lay waste to his jail. Must have slaughtered half the labyrinth, then stopped. It was too much of a hassle. I'm just bragging at this point. For you to understand my discoveries, you'd have to study as my apprentice for an age or two. You know what kind of education mages used to get. Far beyond anything they teach these days. Needless to say, I have hidden my most valuable creations and treasures far from this place, so that Baphomet can't get his hands on any of them. The guards assigned to me were so kind to accept a modest bribe and carry them out of the prison and stow somewhere safe. His phylactery, however, was not one of them. Your knowledge tells you that Elder Pash could not have removed his greatest treasure from the prison, as it contains his very soul. Magic would make no distinction between the phylactery and the lich's physical body. Okay. So, he's got his phylactery possibly on him, or very nearby, because his hand is twitching. Indeed, alas, I haven't had the pleasure of wounding him by my own hand, although I dearly love to spill his guts. And yes, I've heard about your feat. Ever since he rushed back into his abyssal realm and locked himself up in his citadel, everyone's been going on and on about you, my dear. What happened? What kind of mortal is this that managed to injure our mighty lord? Alpash lowers his voice in a confident manner. He won't soon forget you. He may be ancient, but he's still a child at heart. He's been the same ever since he was created. All he cares about are his grudges. Asmodeus wounded him, Lamashtu left him. Skari doesn't see him as an equal. Particularly refused to bed him. He's a walking collection of scars. His wounds are his essence. So you take heed now. Poor thing. He must be so sad and lonely. People think that demons are made of hatred and malice, but really, they're made of pain and sorrow. If only we could help them. But we can't. Arashula's voice is filled with grief. You're right. A demon's life is never-ending torment, and each one takes revenge for their suffering on everyone around them. And they'll just keep on doing it, because those like me are few and far between. Most of them will never change their ways. If only we could talk to each of the demons, if only we could free them from the abyss. They don't teach you youngsters anything these days. And listen well, 10,000 years ago there was an empire, the great empire of Thessalion. And no nation today could hold a candle up to its glory. It was led by Emperor Zin. In accordance with the seven virtues of rule, his reign was long but ended in tragedy. Sin was disposed by several stewards who then split Thessalion between them. They twisted the virtues of rule for the sake of their ever-growing power and created the magic of the seven vices. By the way, those spells of yours, all those silly schools, they were based on our concepts, except you all have lost track of their substance, the power itself, over the centuries. These seven great mages of yore called themselves the Rune Lords, first of whom was me, Aldapash, Lord of Baccaran, Rune Lord of Wrath. I'm not going to list all my deeds, that would be boastful, but let's just say I've spilled enough blood to fill all the rivers in Golarion, and the tears my actions could fill the same thrice over. Yes, my reign was grand and glorious, and they would tremble at the mention of my name for many centuries to come. He snickers gleefully. Why, that's because I'm not one. They just call me that. And for what? Was putting 7,000 slaves on stakes for the rebellion an act of villainy? Yeah, probably. It had well-being of others in mind. I gave them a warning so they wouldn't die a horrible death. As for plundering, I gave them a warning so they wouldn't die a horrible... Oh, okay. The slaves are warning for everybody else. As for plundering neighboring kingdoms and beheading my servants, there's no evil in all that. That's just the life of any ruler. I am prone to the fits of temper, yes, but that's only when there's good reason. If someone failed me, I'd smite them without any mercy. It's true. But such a lack of restraint is part of my power and my talent. That's just how we Rune Lords of Wrath are. I remember about 1,000 or so years after I was first thrown in here, a woman by the name of Alaznist? That's really fucking caught me off guard. Alaznist came to visit. She was a fierce one, too. Ripped my skull off and took it with her as a trophy. Then she went to Baccaran, found the one who was the Rune Lord of Wrath at the time, the third one after me, executed his wife and 7 children, and made the ruler himself into an undead. She kept whispering into my skull, asking for advice. She really took a shine to me. She was something. That one, the last Rune Lord of Wrath in history, mind you. So I'm not angry with her about the skull. Why would I be? I was reborn from my phylactery anyway. Good as new. Oh, okay. Okay. Wags his finger. You spring chickens are also hasty. Wait until your hair goes white. I'm playing as an old man. What are you interested, my dear? I know a fair bit. My guards, you see, some of them like coin, and some of them are afraid of me. So they'll tell me everything. I listen to their confessions each and every day. That's why I know all about a secret pass through the maze, and a thing or two about the inmates. He perks up a nice cheerful voice. Here's a story for you, a fresh one. Believe it or not, lately this place has been having a bit of a pest problem in the form of a rock. Sneaky little thing, and noisy too. She filches any old thing, no matter its value. But goodness, she is dim. She even paid me a visit, though I was sleeping. He giggles boisterously, looking at the bloodstains in the far corner. I had to, pluck a couple of feathers. He rolls his unnerving eyes. The noisy fellow? Honestly, all that screaming. I know they're torturing him, but still, I wish I could take his melodious throat and weld it shut with the white-hot lead, so he'd stop bothering everyone else. But no, can't get to him. They're holding him in the most secure torment room of all, and the warden always keeps the coveted key close by. He laughs, baring his strong yellow teeth, large yellowish teeth. Oh, my dear, the dungeon is full of those who wish to submit ill. There's a catch, though. Most of them are as dead as mutton. Not like me. I mean, properly dead. Their bones are dust, nothing but ghosts left. They are not going anywhere. That's the magic of the ineluctable prison for you. They'll sit there, all locked up, and cry. Oh, how they cry! And when the angel was brought to be tortured, they all found themselves a cranny to hide in. Take a peek between the stones. You might find someone who can tell you something useful. How do you think the demonic pathways are for? Haven't you seen the arcane symbols inscribed all over the place? Those fiendish scribbles are the portals you need. They tie all the cells together, and all the demons hop right through them. It's a place you need to go that's of any importance whatsoever. It'll have a magic symbol like that. Here's the thing. I've grown weary of sitting here, and I can't escape. I've tried so many things. Every trick in the book. Nothing. Baphomet placed enchantments on me that hold me in this cell and utterly refuse to let me walk out the door. The anti-magic spells have never been my forte. I've always believed incineration to be the best defense against enemy sorcery, and here I am, languishing in here. Would you, my dear, kindly help me escape, and make it worth your while? What do you say? He says in a nonchalant tone, well, first I get my kingdom back. I'll enslave the populace, conquer my neighbors, maybe commit genocide against some particularly unruly nation. Build myself an army by taking children from their mothers and putting the latter to the sword. Orphans make for loyal troops, you know. I'll clap everyone else in irons and make them work without a moment's rest, till my coffers are overflowing. Those who are useless in both war and work will be cut down in mass sacrifices. Basically, I'll make myself comfortable and lead a quiet existence without bothering anyone. No, I'm not gonna help you. Shakes his head smoothly. He clicks his tongue, shakes his head, and disapprovingly. Young people are so quick to judge, and I was so close to swearing that my misdeeds I'll commit when I'm free won't affect you. Think about it some more, my dear. No rash decision now. Yes, off you go. I'm considering killing him. I'm wondering if, So I'm guessing he has his phylactery on him. Is it just the same thing for this one? Okay. I don't see any runes around his fucking door, though, right? And he said that all the important ones have the runes. I'm guessing he's talking about those. But there's nothing I can do with it, so... did everything over here. There's nothing there but just a drop. So I guess it's gotta be this way? It's the only other way to go. I think there's a big fight behind this door. Right, is that why we didn't... We turned around? I can't remember if we did... Because I remember a fight. A fight that wasn't fun. A fight that was not won. No, a fight. Like anyone. No. I'm not going to try to rhyme more than that. I've already made a bunch of terrible rhymes. Okay. Oh, yes, I remember now. There's some demons up here and everything.
Commander?
I will defend my dream.
Endure this!
Wow, 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 wow.
Prepare yourself.
I love bombardiers
Irrational.
so fucking much. They're the best things ever.
Attack! Contemplate on your mistakes. It's your time to cease to exist. Go!
Desna, guide my hand.
Cool fucking turn.
You're in my way.
You gonna make your attack, buddy? Nope. Okay. Just don't do that. That's fine. Didn't even want to attack anyway, I guess.
Make your peace.
Could you fucking not, please?
Fighting, everyone.
We shall overcome.
Continue.
Stop! Stop! Stop it!
Do not hold back.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
This ends you.
Okay. What happened to the, oh, he's on there. No, wait, no, he's dead. Oh, no, he's on the floor. Wow. Is he staggered? Why?
It's your time to cease to exist.
Prepare yourself.
Strike as one. You're in my way.
Desna, guide my hand.
Why did nobody attack him there? Oh boy. Yeah, that's a good fucking. That's a good. You know what? Let's just do a rest. Let's just do a rest. Quality, high quality. We can always go back to that guy's cage and get his book.
Monsters to demons to war, even to peace. But the huge sky overhead, every time I look up, it sends a shiver down my spine.
What was that noise? The. Okay, well now you know, half of our party. Actually, sorry, more than half of our party because we're a party of 6, which when 4 out of 6 is actually more than half. Believe it or not.
Godspeed.
That's math. Oh wait, chest. Ooh, bunch of garbage. I'll happily take more scrolls I can hoard for the rest of the game and never fucking use. Yes, yes, my favorite. Brandon, if you're clearly concerned about never using the scrolls, then how about you use some of the scrolls? Oh, that's a good idea. But hear me out. No. No real reason either. I mean, I'm not holding on to and or hoarding them for any particular reason other than the fact that Howling Doom. It's a bastard sword, so no one's gonna be using it, but Greater Shout as an 18th level wizard. Huh. I wonder what that even means. I think she doesn't have. Hers is earpiece and scream. A coon. Oh, also apparently I've been holding off on prepping spells like an idiot. We should have paid attention to prepping the spell scrolls, huh? I'm after you. Bum, 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 bum. Cause I'm hungry like... I could have been talking. Which one's Bolt of Justice? Use guests 1d6 per caster level. Target evil spell is 188. Okay. Prep one of those and prep more random spells that I'm never going to use. That's just the way it is. Doo 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 doo. Land doesn't have spells. Besides, if my Triceratops also can't cast spells. I know, who'd think? Dinosaurs not knowing magic. What the fuck? It's gonna be pretty awkward. Just open a door and have a big old Minotaur just standing behind. Oh, Sorry, I was trying to go to the bathroom. Have you seen Gary, by the way? Is that Gary who's dead in there? Gary, are you okay, man? And of course, Gary is been murdered.
I'm prepared.
I guess there's technically also value in having kept him alive.
This is where I shine. I'm trusting you.
Oh shit! Shouldn't have walked in there. The Minotaur on the path sneers and opens his bloody red maw, and the low, mockingly cheerful voice of Baphomet comes out. I wonder when you'll finally accept your doom. You mortals are so amusing in your attempts to oppose me, the lords of the abyss. Wait. Oh, us, not me. You fight, risk your necks, make sacrifices, yet we still push you back without the slightest inconvenience. Well, I mean, you have got to stay in baby jail for a year, so I don't think you're not inconvenienced. Do you think anyone will remember your self-sacrifice a scant decade from now? And all will forget your name, and the names of those who came before you. Your Galarian will be ruled by the mighty brood, with the blood of the Lord of Beasts himself coursing through their veins. My offspring will inhabit your lands, and soon the lineage of every living soul in Galarian will be traced back to me. He said, Baphomet personally fucks every human on Galarian. And every breathing body will bear my burning seal. Ariel Voros will lead my armies, and Galarian will drown in blood. Yes, not that Samara has failed me. Ariel Voros has become my new general. She has already told me everything she could discover from Nocticula, and this knowledge has been quite valuable. What's more, Ariel still serves the Scari and reports all his orders and designs to me. She has proven herself a competent spy, despite her mortal origins. You hear a chuckle in Baphomet's voice. I have exalted Ariello and made her my first slave. But do not be so quick to underestimate me. Yeah, that's a goat head. That isn't a cow, that's a goat. Just to be clear, that's a goat's head. Right? It's not bovine. It is, I swear. I know full well that she will betray me whenever the opportunity presents itself, but I plan to betray her first. Horazala bet everything and lost. She invoked my name when she was on the brink of defeat, but I did not answer her. Why would I? I'm not in the habit of playing favorites among my offspring. They must... Oh, also you knew I was there, so you might get your ass whooped again. They must earn their place by tearing their companions to shred. The weak must be weeded out to keep the blood strong. Horazala was stronger in a fight, but Hepsamara was more cunning and vicious. Which, I feel like should be the other way around, but okay. Which is why she prevailed. Why should I nourish the shoots of weaker branch when I can give all my attention to the one that's stronger? I place various seals upon my slaves. There are those who grant power, and those that bring delight, and those that inflict pain, and those that simply mark their bodies as mine. Minago failed me, and I encouraged her to correct her mistake. The seals tormented her every breath, draining her strength, and only by destroying you could she be free of them. Unfortunately for her, she failed. You speak of Hepsamara as if you're hoping your words will wound me. You've killed one of my descendants, and her specter now wanders these halls. Am I supposed to care? I could spawn hundreds, thousands more. Among them, there would be those whom my blood is stronger, and they will surpass Hepsamara. Believe me, I possess none of a father's sentimentality, for I am not a father to them, but their creator and their god. Are they my seed and my spawn, my faithful worshippers, not part of me? Do they not even consider themselves separate from their master? You cling to the notion of individuality without realizing that your own self does not exist. You are but an instrument that has been grasped by several hands at once, and your destiny, your actions, and even your thoughts are theirs to control. You don't understand. No matter, you will. As you wander the darkness of my labyrinth for all eternity, you'll give up the illusion of selfhood. Now, how will you know who you are then? He lapses into silence and studies you. You don't even realize how alike we are, mortal. Know that, just as I once was, you have been betrayed by your own patroness. It's time for you to die. The Minotaur's body begins to swell and alter. Baphomet is pouring a generous dose of his power into it. You seek to battle me? I'll sacrifice the body of one of my faithful to show you a fraction of my true might. I may have made a mistake by sending her. Ariella, you need to run. My poor girl.
I will resist.
Hey, bitch! Oh, I missed. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I really should have wandered down these stairs first. Can I do anything to him? No. Good chain lightning. Good fire snake. Evades the effect of fire snake. Also, that was a bad fucking move.
Prepare yourself.
You've crossed the wrong module. You had your chance.
I don't think I need to summon the divas quite yet. These abilities I'm never going to turn off, so I don't know why I would bother having them on my thing. Let's do a prayer. That was the wrong thing. That was not the right way. I don't know why you walk that way. Okay. This is not going anywhere near as bad as I thought it would. Minus the fucking fiery explosion of death, but even then it wasn't that bad. Oh, what the fuck? What? What? I mean, stand next to him. I feel like he's going to, He's not gonna stand up.
Guide my hand. Please, allow me.
Is it gonna happen again? Also, let's turn that off. Oh. No, it just happens for a bit.
We'll make things right.
It's not often you have to heal the archers, to be honest. They tend to avoid most damage, unless I, you know, haphazardly walk them into the enemy. Do I need to turn that off? It doesn't seem like I do. I'm just worried that, because like some spells are, judge on the dead body of the knife. I wasn't executed because you didn't, I was executed because you didn't surrender when you could, Commander. Commander! Sorry, whenever I see Commander, I of course immediately think of, XCOM. A game I have not played in forever. Commander. What are you doing, Commander? You think with the angel, you know, the hand of the inheritor. I feel like we've been here before.
Make your peace.
Okay, just a couple more dretches. I don't think the dretches are actually any kind of threat to us.
Endure this.
I guess he dealt it. Oh no, okay.
Simply business.
I see what happened. One of actually, I'm not 100% sure what happened. I think he was either attempting to run by Greybor and triggered an attack while. I think they just explode.
Make every strike
Victory is worth the pain.
Yeah, I think they just explode.
I wouldn't resist.
Yeah, they're just suicide bombers, which is highly ineffective because, you know, I keep dodging them. Okay, I mean, minus the death of poor Greybor.
You know what you're doing. Good.
This war must end.
I mean, at least we now finally understand what they do. It only took Greybor being fucking pulped by a series of suicidal dredges. Oh, man. I'd also like to question that one of these prisons has a swarm of ticks named Kling? Oh no, they're I want to open the door. I wonder if it's worth it. Effect Cling. Cling from what? I have to know.
Finished here. Is there more?
Sweat from the inside, all interesting. You know, they're just having fun. Hey man, no judgment. I feel like even if I were to open the doors, they wouldn't help me or anything.
We march ahead.
They probably just attack me like the other guys did, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the assumption that they're all useless, and I won't be bothering opening the doors for them. They're stuck in jail for a reason, and it's because they didn't like Baphomet. Granted, that would normally be a reason for me to let them out, but, you know. Something, fuck the police? I don't know. Coming straight from the underground. You're gonna be taking this wretched mortal for a stuffed effigy, if not for the eyes, alive and full of pain. Why did I kill him? Oh, you come here uninvited, mortal, but upon your audacity for the sake of my reward, Baphomet will grant me for prevailing over you. He may honor me by making me his archpriestess. Archpriestess! I don't know why I said it like that. And by delivering into my hand the one who currently holds that position, the lovely Arielu Voresh. Oh, the things I'll do to her body. Aponovacious, wills herself to rid her eyes with a wistful glint. Take a good look at what awaits you. These poor things thought themselves great fighters. Oh, you mean the guy accidentally murdered? Now they're just dolls in my hands. Marvelous trophies. Some are still alive. Once I'm done with your transformation, you can even exchange stories with your downfall. Come here. I'll be gentle. Don't you want to ruin your beautiful pelt? I don't know what that does. In a place where there's no escape, in the heart of the prison, there's a cell for special guests. Not for you, critter. I'm sorry. You'll be confined in these chambers. But don't worry, I can entertain you with all, just as well as our Lord's finest executioners. She draws her sword. Let's begin our game. I hereby dedicate the first wound I inflict on you to the Lord of Beasts, and all others to my own pleasure, nothing else. Oh, how delightfully devilish, Seymour.
You should have listened to reason.
I don't like that
Prepare yourself.
her AC is pretty fucking high.
Did you see that?
Jeez Louise. Okay, let's plaster a little bit of glitter dust. Can I see her thing? No, of course not, you know. I'm sorry. A fucking plus 23 what's the point of spells? You just have a plus 23 modifier.
Cease to exist.
Am I sick? I'm shaken. Staggered, rather. Which I would have happily...
Desna, guide my hand.
I have the feeling this is going to be one of those fights that you're going to need to do at least twice. No, maybe not, now we're getting some hits in. Okay. A little bit of damage. A little bit of damage. Just a wee bit of damage, but it's not something we can't handle. Complete useless turn, thank you. Wow. I also forgot to stop myself from being thinged. It's probably not best we do that.
Make your peace.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Just live me. There we go. Good. We're gonna send Ember in to give me a little pat in the back. Jeez, good. Fine. I almost accidentally skipped my turn. Okay, better job there.
We shall overcome.
I also keep forgetting to use the hand on myself, which I don't know if it's gonna matter next turn. I feel like 2 seconds of stagger technically is gonna roll over the next turn. Oh my god! And she just explodes, and she's dead. Warden's key, Warden's circlet. 2 labyrinth. What does it do? What is the sorry? +4 2. It's where. Sorry. Mental perfection +4 grants us where the ability to summon. Okay, so it's mental perfection, which is I think it's all the stats. Just help them out, you know. I mean, honestly, you know, they're in extreme amounts of pain. It's better that we just put them out of the pain. I just love the noise they make. What is on Arshule? face. She just looks weird. She's got like a glint to her. So I'm wondering if that Master, I try to ask you to just double the number of guards under my command. There's now so many captive Galarians and Nocticular soldiers that are being forced to put down the unsupervised surplus. Just we remove the guards from the secret passageway you-know-whose ghost hides and reduce the number of sentries in the groaning gate. Either way, no enemy is capable of bursting through them. But ask to abolish the need to keep watch over all their Bash's cells. Any guards assigned to his chambers gets immediately corrupted by his bribes and promises, becomes a spy, and then has to be executed once as a warning to the rest. Beyond that, I would like to report the prosperous behavior of this priestess, Svendak. She keeps taking my orders to perform her sacrifices and demanding that my sorcerers restore the magical barrier around this empty cage to some empty cage every cycle. It's about time puts that deranged bitch in her place. More shit from inventory. I really shouldn't have collected it, but whatever. Because that's what spells do. Let's give me another heal. Beautiful. Okie dokie. So now we know there's a secret passage somewhere that leads to the ghost of you-know-who. I habitually wait for the things, but I know they don't do anything, so I don't know why I'm concerned about them. It's just, you see... You see a giant boulder rolling down, you think, I have to watch out for that. Right? But you don't have to. It's completely fucking harmless. Genuinely, it could not cause anyone harm.
It's either this or them.
Also, was the Minotaur, I mixed the word labyrinth and Minotaur to make the horrific Labratar, which I can't help but thinking as like a type of Labrador Retriever. You know, my Labratar Retriever, it's like half dog, half horse, not half horse, half dog, half cow, bull. It was a pretty good turn for me.
I will resist.
Yeah, let's just wait a little bit. What do you got here? You got a bunch of garbage. My favorite. A bunch of more garbage. I love it. Because I am righteous. So, how's your day going, huh? Just gotta wait for those 30 seconds to pass. 10. It's annoying, but what do you do? It could be worse. It could be like a day-long spell, because a lot of those fucking, like, I don't know if it's a difficulty I was playing on. The immense statue is watching you impassively. Its horned head suddenly leans forward and gives you a sly wink. It's still not too late to kneel before me. If you admit here and now that you have no master other than me, I'll grant you permission to take your own life, swiftly and painlessly. A shame. You won't make a good servant. Your answers have been interesting, and I can sense that we think alike. But alas, you have chosen the wrong masters. I keep forgetting what voice I do for him. I would never allow anyone who pledged themselves to the pit to get close to me. The pit. As I know the extent of the devil's cunning, thus I will not grant you the boon of being accepted into my host of my minions. Perhaps I could still allow you to leave my realm alive. Alright, plug my headphones. You're too late. Whatever you're waiting for in the depths of labyrinths is no longer the angel they call the Hand of the Inheritor. Now it's just a clod of insanity and pain, tainted and deserving nothing but contempt. What will you do with him when you save him? And yet, as a special favor, I'll allow you to take it from my prison. You can handle my executioners, that is. They've never tortured such a fascinating victim before, so I doubt they'll be willing to part with it. But I won't obstruct you in any way. Why not? I'm showing you great mercy by allowing you to bleed out right now, before my executioners get to you. You've heard the screams of your angel. Or rather, my angel. That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? We've been going through all this hassle of fighting our enemies, and we could have just asked them politely to take their own lives. Demon Lord logic, everybody. Like the shitty clap fucking sounds from this game. Look, I like a lot of parts of this game, but there's just some parts that just aren't done well, like the boulders, or like whenever an NPC is clapping, you hear just in the background, and it's just like really fucking weird and out of place. Because like there's no other sound effects, it's just the fucking clapping. Have you enjoyed my questions? I was not mistaken about you, I see. Instead of a riddle, I'll share my wisdom with you. Everyone knows that any decent intrigue requires at least 3 layers of lies, but only the wise understand that a truly devious plot must also have 2 layers of truth. Think on this, Solvin, and farewell. A decent intrigue requires at least 3 layers of lies, and only the wisest understand the true devious plot. So, there has to be some truth to a falsehood in order to make it good. I don't like that the goat likes me.
I'm always open to ideas.
Oh, jeez. The tall shadow shifts towards you slightly. You see a familiar form, the familiar golden armor. But how much has changed? A malevolent glow streams from the pierced breastplate and cracked helmet, but the changes go much deeper than that. All signs of life and emotion have been drained from the hand of the inheritor. His movements are sharp and precise, mechanical, the gestures impersonating impersonal and hollow, as is his voice. Commander, Solvin, I have been waiting for you. The Lord of the Labyrinth has revealed his plan to me. The former herald of an Iomade speaks in a monotone, as if he is commenting on the weather. He used me to open portals to your lands. He said my soul reached out to you. I do not know why. Out of vengeance, or as a plea for help? Or perhaps merely out of habit. Baphomet told me you would come for me, and that he would prevail either way. Whether I destroy you, or you destroy me, former allies tearing each other to shreds can only benefit him. Curious, most curious indeed. What's that black liquid that's oozing out of you? Blood? Unlikely. Hold on now, don't move, I need to take a sample. In a swift motion, Nenio catches a drop of the slimy fluid seeping out of the holes in the hand's armor. With the tip of her finger, sniffs it, then suddenly licks it clean. Definitely not blood. Phlegm? Sap? Ectoplasm? It's closest to the sap. Hypothesis. Some angels are of plant origin. Keep this up, and you'll be the architect of the wound in your own stomach. Fucking land! Angel of Light! What has that monster done to you? Arashule looks at the hand of an inheritor in horror. I have seen those who have fallen low because of their own foolishness, but because of others' temptations, my own temptations. But you have never even had a choice. You had not made a single mistake. You have been corrupted by brute force. He killed me without letting me die. The Echo of Dasari gave him some suggestions on how to sustain me, and how to use me further. The Echo hates me, but his hatred is futile. Once he was sated with my suffering, and you hunger him over him. He now craves your torment. I do not need to be saved, but I thirst for battle. Every crack of the whip, every poisonous spell, drove that thirst into me. The time has come to quench it.
Make every strike count.
Prepare yourself.
Okay.
You've crossed the wrong mob.
Desna, guide my hand.
I must.
Okay.
You won't survive me.
Make your peace.
Endure this.
I will resist.
Wow, it healed him for some reason. It really shouldn't have, but you know, it did. What spells does he have on him? Oh, he's still lawful good technically. Yeah, that would probably do it. That's probably why, you know. Okay. Wasn't that hard of a fight, he says, before the hand pulls some nonsense out of his ass. Or, you know, Baphomet shows up to kill me. You are strong, but here in my realm, my power knows no bounds. I would only have to will your victory into nothingness, and it would be done. Minion, be filled with my power and kill the interloper, and I will let you take his heart as I took yours. Hey, Omade, if there ever a chance to fucking step in on, you know, the fucking... the deeds of mortals, now would be the fucking time. Where the fuck is he go? Whoa, 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 you leave Nenio out of this. Why is so much righteousness? Oh, Nenio's dead. And Greyboar's not far behind.
Desna, guide my hand.
Okay. He's dead, so he walks back to the center. A former angel falls to one knee, but even now his movements are lifeless, apathetic. One who has no heart knows no pain. The end is near, as expected. The heartbeat in your hand grows stronger as you bring it the heart closer to his chest. A beat, another, then another, and then, miraculously, it rushes towards the broken breastplate and takes its rightful place within the chest of the hand of the inheritor. What is this? Why does it hurt so much? Why? He sounds shocked. I know why. My own betrayal is tearing up my heart. Champion, my true friend. Is it really you standing before me? Can it be that you have restored my life? Restored life to the one who doubted you in his darkest hour. But why? I deserve no forgiveness. Champion, you surpass me in every way. Me, the general of ancient angelic armies. And I doubted you. I thought you corrupted. No, even Arielo's dark magic could not stain a soul as valorous as yours. I will make haste for heaven. I must kneel before my lady Aomide and tell her how wrong I was, screaming from the abyss and calling you unworthy. Under different circumstances, I would not dare to arrive in the upper planes with this burden of guilt upon my conscience. But your faith in me unfolds my wings once more until we meet again, and I know we will. What the fuck? It's like he walked up a literal staircase. Sorry. It was... What the fuck? Well, don't worry, he left behind his demon soul. I'm sorry. It's very, like, it was good. It was touching. Genuinely, I started to, like, oh, jeez, it's happening. My friend, he's back. But he's so over the top. And granted, it definitely is in character. But then him summoning pearly gates and walking through it into heaven. I just like the fucking idea that he's just like, yes, I have to go to heaven now. And he summons the gates of heaven to walk through. It was just, wow. I genuinely expect him to, like, fly out or something. Like, you know, just burst through the fucking ceiling flying out. Nope. He just walks out. I think we'll leave that guy rotting here for the rest of eternity, to be honest. He's never gonna make it out, so, you know, what worry do I have? And I'm not coming back here, so he's not gonna beat me up for leaving him. It's fucking hell. It's just... It's just like, it's... I didn't expect it. I genuinely didn't expect him to just summon the gates of heaven in well, he's not Satan, right? Satan would be Asmodeus, but just summon the gates of heaven, walk straight into heaven. That's it, you know? Several soldiers return from the battlefield poisoned. The alchemists claim that their bodies contain a unique poison. It must be extracted along with the blood, because the poison will be ruined after the person's death. The healers, however, are asking the commander to give the victim a chance to be saved. Well, I don't want to do anything evil, so you know. Let's go back to Dresden. Let's just teleport home because fuck me. It's just it was so like it's completely within game, you know. It's not like it was weird. It wasn't out of place. It wasn't like, you know. It's just you saved him, friend, my truest friend. How could I ever forsaken you? I thought you evil. I was wrong. Oh, so wrong. And he's just like, you know, dude, it's okay. You know, let's just take it down a notch. He's just like, he's playing at a fucking, you know. It was just like the way he, you know, it's just, it was good. It was funny. It was it was amazing. The angel's eyes are sad and filled with worry. Do you smell that, Sullivan? It's the scent of his blood. Scent of blood. Corruption has cast a shadow over the city, and we all feel it. Aye. It is my duty to help rid Dresden of demonic corruption. I am ready to call upon higher planes in a grand ritual to summon their holy power here. It will be difficult, but it must be done. The priests of Iomade have already petitioned me to reconsecrate the city and surrounding lands in the name of the Inheritor, but there are other views. The Crusaders who gave their hearts to the merciful Serene wish her to be the new patron of the city and healer of its wounds. Yet others believe we are encroaching on what rightfully belongs to others. Sarcosis had its own gods. Sarcosis may have fallen, but attention to devotion leave their mark. This is the place of power, and we could once again proclaim Dresden a possession of Polaria, our ally, and the deity venerated throughout Sarcosis. May the northern lights once again dance in the sky above Worldwound, heralding our victory. I cannot hope to replace him, but I can. I can't hope to replace him, but I cannot leave you, you and your words without a guidance of heaven. There is a heavy burden on your shoulders, and I'm doing what I can to make it easier. Iomade has answered the Crusaders' prayers many times. No goddess has done more for the Crusaders than she has. The gifts of bright Serene are no less precious. Wherever blood is shed, her priests bring comfort and healing. By calling upon her, we will save many souls and would otherwise have gone to face Pharasma's judgment. Polaria is the original goddess of the Sarconian Northmen. She is the patron of hunters, travelers, and strange stargazers. We are most interested in the blessing she grants to hunters. It bestows fortitude and accuracy. Hedonism. Yeah, let's just take Amine. She bows her head. So be it. I shall convey the words. It was. Yeah. Okay. Convey your words to the Crusaders so they can start preparing for the ritual. I'll return to you should I need your advice or have a question, or if something I can do will help the crusade and its commander. We need to rest. Ah, man. The river village is an interesting case, all right. The hags fulfilled their agreement to the letter, which means that their people can do business. Their people? Oh, they are people you can do business with. There. I see that. I see what you're getting at, Greybor, but no. In this case, cold logic doesn't work on me. Put stuff in the chest to keep for later for no good reason. Immunity to slashing and piercing damage in wielders. That's kind of fucking weird. What are you wielding right now? I did get a new necklace, but I'm not sure where. Already higher than 4, higher, 4 higher, 4 higher, not using that kind, 4 or higher, not using that kind, 4 higher, 4 higher, and that's everybody. Because we've killed both the evil characters! What is you using for anything? Is Ten hit points isn't a lot. Okay, we must have swapped that out because it's basically doing the same thing now. Sorry, I just got to do a little bit of inventory management. It's got to be done. Had to happen eventually. I guess, kind of, technically. I mean, it's not 100% true, but it's also not 100% fun. I think we've equipped everything that we should equip. I don't think I'm carrying any specific weapons that are A, unique, and B, good and unique. Just throwing more stuff in the chest for funsies. Okay. So we got a couple quests to do. We still gotta go figure out what happened to Queen Gallifrey. We gotta go help Lan. That's just the game. And then the Captain Sakeland.
I will guide us.
I guess you should do Lan's quest next, huh? I wonder what the point of asking your lover to fuck is. No, I know that's a weird question, right? Like, just the statement in of itself. Just kind of weird, really. But, you know, what is the point? Is there a point? What the fuck is this? Oh, I apparently got it in the... Okay. I'm guessing it's something I showed to the... not the inheritor, the... With the, storyteller. Let's see... Nope. No? Okay. Apparently not. Apparently I can go fuck myself immediately, but. Okay. Just so the crap. CL. Blah 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 blah. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be that useful. Good old Spear +4. And I'll keep all these potions I never use. 455,000 gold. You know. Jeez. You might be asking, Brandon, why do you collect all this fucking gold? Why are you collecting? You don't need to collect items anymore. You've got all this gold. You never know. You don't know. I could need to buy somebody's a bracelet of stupidity. Some nonsense. Some utter fucking garbage that I need to buy some random person. It's funny because like I know you could have thank you. Social sides heavily. He really was a hero. He fought the enemy to the end. What does he leave behind? I remember that we were like his children. And remember what we were like as children. You know, I think it's wrong to teach children that they should grow up to be heroes. I like how he's not in his normal spot, so he's not actually painting. But it starts off by explaining how he's painting, because he has an easel that's like right. It was right here. I don't know where it went, but he had an easel. It wouldn't have been that hard to put an easel there with him. Nope. He's painting on nothing and crying. You know. But you can rescue his brother. So I don't know what I did wrong in that scenario, but you know, it's just a different way for it to turn out. You go rescue his brother. You do it. Sure. Never fucking use it, but sure. Okay. So, okay. To do Land's quest, we're gonna need to fight somebody. Darian is dead. And honestly, it's not worth it. One is over there. Oh yeah, no, spiders were bullshit. Try going over here, I guess. Don't worry, you have to watch them walk. Or else, did you really suffer enough to be worth the army move? You know, fuck me. Understanding 21 cold research, thank you. Army 2. So I'm hopefully gonna use a lot of fireballs to clear that out specifically. Okay. Did a quick save. The old and quick save. Oh, these many guns over there. Look at all those men. Apparently, I didn't even need to fight that army. Fine. Fight a different army then. Guess you should have just done a fireball. That would have been smarter. Let's just try that again. That's not what I want to do. That's specifically not what I want to do. Also, oh, wait. It goes the other way. See the sorry, I'm fucking stumbling here for words. The Lich had something similar, but it's like a somebody has a spell here, right? I think it's only the other party. I don't think it's this party. Look at me. Of course. There goes me trying to save that unit, so you know what? Fuck it. It's fine, we're still under the damage environment. Somehow I did 2 damage. Man, those shield bearers are just a fucking disgrace. And now we can't fucking win this, can we? No, we can. Somehow. Don't know why he wouldn't just continue to cast that spell. Good fucking riddance. The voice of a cursed bard. Um, 15 energy as compared to... Can I skip all these spells? I don't want any of these spells. Can I re-roll it? No, come on. Bunch up a bit more. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat this. Like, that's ridiculous. Well, how am I supposed to combat that? Look at that is fucking, that's nuts! It's nuts! Fuck that, I'm not doing that. It's nuts. Just fucking nuts. What's Final Veil? That seems more fucking doable than the goddamn... No! Step. Fuck off, it killed like fucking hell. Nonsense. No! Stop it! Fucking absolute assholes. You had one job, and that was to not mess with my unit. It's in the job description. Where the fuck is heal? Why am I so blind? Hello? There we go. I'm not a big fan of the targeting system in this game. It's fine. That's what he's there for. Literally, his job is to do exactly this, and it's very rare that he gets to do his job, so I'm glad that he's, you know, pulling his weight today. Yes, yes. It's so rare that bad morale affects the enemy. It's kind of nonsense that it is so rare. Just kill the shears. No point killing any other part of the thing, because like I said, this isn't a lich game. We don't need to kill every unit. We just need to kill the important units. Summon units, they don't exist. They're not real. They can't hurt you if you just say no. Should really be saving the health. Well, actually, no. I can't save the heal for when it's his turn. No, I can though. Actually, no, not this turn. Cry. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Save some mana. Save some mana. Let your units die. I don't know how to save a horse, ride a cowboy into a Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous meme, and I don't think I really need to. Genuinely, I don't think that's going to be a lot of crossover between the country music enjoyers and Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous players. To that point, I actually genuinely hate country music. To make that clear, I fucking hate the shit. Jeez, what are with these fucking armies? What is it? Why you like these? These.
You were asking me about the most remarkable place I've ever been to. It's got to be Absalom, center of the world. People of all stripes, from hundreds of different cultures, living side by side.
Really? Huh. Maybe even my face wouldn't stand out in a crowd that big. I wouldn't mind seeing that place someday.
Okay, I gotta remember how to split the units again. Also, what the? Golden Legionnaires. 197, sorry, 19,700 fucking finance points to get one guy. I don't think they fucking balance any of this. And you know, you might be saying, but Brandon, he's actually is that good. Is he? Could he ever be good enough to cost nearly 20,000 unit points? Cuirassiers, Paladins, and War Priests, I think, is it. Cuirassiers, War Priests, and I think there's actually the Rangers as well. Hedge Knights, I think, are actually for the other army. Yeah. Monk got a very Sid the Sloth-like face. Army 2 is over there. Wish I could just not have them. Okay. I'm wondering if I should just give it an attempt or if I should just wait. I think we'll just wait. What's the worst that could happen by waiting? Nothing. Minus a demon army just coming out of nowhere. It's not. That's actually really not a bad demon army. Good thing we managed. Whoa! I don't have anything to do with the Silver Dragon right now, so you know you'll just go ahead and wait here with these two nerds. So where did he even come from? God, I hate when I do that. Let's go pick them up. God. If only there was some way to just confirm movement without having to click. If I selected an army, just don't let me select anything else until I select, like, or won't. Make it so I can, like, deselect the unit or something. Just some way that makes it not give me cancer, please. Just a little bit less, if you could. guys want a giant saw blade? Wow, fuck me, I guess. Oh, I think he only summons as many of them as he there. God. Going for a double turn, but got nothing. God damn you. Rip. Wow. Never suffer from fucking bad unit effects, but always benefit from the good ones. Fuck off. It's a fucking garbage can. Yeah! Yeah! Triple turn! Give him a fucking another turn, why don't you? He deserves it. He's been a very good boy. Just fucking utter nonsense. Yeah. Yeah. Can I even pull back out of this spiral? Might be not. Just barely. Yeah, just give him another fucking 20 turns, why don't you? He deserves them. He's been a very good boy. He deserves to kill all of my units single-handedly. Why not? You can't come up with a good reason why he shouldn't. You know, I'm not even 100% sure how fucking healing works in this. Why does... He's had his entire army fucking kicked into a bloody pulp, yet he's still very fucking high morale for some reason. He's surrounded. I mean, I get, like, they killed, like, 2 units, but one of them had, like, 3 guys. Oh, but Brandon, technically, each unit represents, like, 20 people or something. Fuck off. Fuck off, you fucking idiot. Nonsense, bloody nonsense. Take quick trip to the final veil first, just unlock it. Because that'll link them all together. This might be death. Oh wait, no, this is going to be the ghost, isn't it? Your quest for knowledge continues. Are you ready to answer my final question? My final question will be about an artisan scholar who possessed rare knowledge, but failed to share it with anyone. I will show you a vision, and you must answer me. Who is this person, and what did he create? A vision of an elf appears before you. He looks quite ordinary, and there's nothing special about this appearance. He looks quite ordinary, and there's nothing special about him. Well, I wish there was some other fucking, descriptor there, because, being quite ordinary and nothing special, kind of feel like they're the same thing. If you watch, he skillfully carves a block of gray stone, sculpting it into a shape of sprouting vines. You recognize his elf. He is Candelorian the sculptor, one of the greatest elven mages of all time. When you saw him in the vision, he was creating an arch of refuge. The elves used these great gates to escape from Galarian thousands of years ago, and when he used them again when he was safe to return. All it takes is a little knowledge to begin your journey. By answering this question correctly, you've taken the next step towards acquiring great knowledge. The final veil is now open to you. Solve its riddle, and you continue forward. Secrets of creation will be revealed to the one who is most worthy. Do not give up your search. It's the 4th and final meeting. I have no other locations to reveal. If you would like to ask me anything, you may do so now. It is a pity that this all must end. I enjoy talking to you. It's almost made me remember how it feels to be alive. It does not matter. I've been dead for so long. There is no one. Not even the oldest elves, the greatest mage of Galarian. Actually, it's not true. The oldest elf is, older than Earthfall, so he might know you. I doubt I appear in any of their chronicles. I was once called the Thief of Secrets, and on one occasion, I stole too much. I paid for it with my life, and with my afterlife. The one who once stole secrets is now a servant of secrets, a purveyor of information for people like you. He barely managed to finish the sentence. A burst of magical energy surged through his body and disappeared with a scream. Ah! When he dies. That's the sound he makes before he dies. In case you were wondering why I screamed like that. Ah! Woo! Gives a little elf, the little elf thing. Little elf ooh. Not an elf, he's not a gnoblin, he's not a gnelf, he's a gnome. God, that's old, isn't it?
Together we stand.
I'm sorry, why is there demon army approaching? Oh, it's a new one. Was it because it's not nighttime yet? They shouldn't be moving. Beautiful. I doubt this ring is a savior, but you know. I also don't understand exactly why it's a rank 9 army, but you know. Game knows best, right? Game knows best. Get our free. Yeah, it's just free. You get one every game. Might as well use it. I don't know exactly how this stuff is rated by the game, and I think it does a bad job. I don't 100% mean that, but at the same rate, I don't 100% not mean it. You know what I mean? It just feels like sometimes an army which consists of, you know, 500 spiders might be more than a rank 7. Yeah, I just wonder if there's a better way to run at him. You can conserve the rest of our mana. I don't know if that was the spider making that noise or the man, but either way, it was amazing. The yeah, I don't know if I want to fight that. I know we got a couple more guys, but you know, is it really that many more? The grand scheme of things, you know, who am I to judge? I think she likes me. Why do you think that is? You're good and you have wings. She probably thinks you're a big, beautiful bird. Actually, no, you can get up here, can't you? Can you? Looks like you can. It doesn't seem to be letting me, but it looks like you can get up there. Land.
This is not how it works.
No, it's not real ground. Even though the game definitely makes it look like you can walk up there.
On you, goddess.
Okay. I don't have the things for this one yet, but, you know. We've now unlocked it so that we can go to the portal and use it as a warp spot, as well as just, you know, being able to do that the right way. And you know what? I'm gonna fucking cliffhanger you guys. We'll do Land's mission next time, and then I think... Well, we don't currently have a clear path to Is, but it might not be overly difficult to get there. I wanted the Laughing Caves. I need to figure out where the last set of puzzle pieces are. I think some of them are in Is, maybe? I don't know. But we'll figure something out. Thank you for watching. Do like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch. Tomorrow's will be more Pokemon, where we will be losing more Pokemon because we're just bad at the game. I don't know. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna go get some rest and have the peaceful night of remainder of my family not being here. Bye.